After our first video, which comes from Sleeper, this is the new version of Vegas.
He lives on his own, the TV's unknown. He watches old movies. He lives in a flat, the linos are cracked, but he's got plans. Bingo, he sings like Sinatra with more feel, plays with his pocket roulette wheel all day. No one stopped him. He got away, waited all this time, all this scratching around in one place, made it just in time. All this talk about love, he's just so loaded. He's just so loaded down. He gets on a plane, he changes his name, he flies up to Las Vegas. He saved up for years, he cashed in his fears, he always had plans. Bingo, he packs up his white lounge lizard suit, plenty of hairspray and a big cigar, and no one stopped him. He got away, waited all this time, all this scratching around in one place, made it just in time. All this talk about love.
Sleeper, the new version taken from their album Smart, that's Vegas. These are our pop pundits tonight. Let's meet them, shall we? From Time Out magazine, the one and only Laura Lee Davis. To the right of me, comedian Mickey Hutton. In the middle there, Louise Wenner there from Sleeper. And at the end, the editor of the New Musical Express, Steve Sutherland. Louise, let's start with you. Let me say, first of all, I thought you were very convincing as a stewardess. I would have been, you know, I would have trusted you. You could have told me to do anything.
Didn't I, really?
Is that always something that you wanted to do, maybe? I mean, you're sort of fulfilling a dream.
My careers officer said I should become an air hostess. So I maybe I've got the wrong thing.
Right. So tell us about the idea for the video. I mean, was that your idea or somebody came?
Yeah, we just thought it would be great to get a whole bunch of Elvis impersonators together. To bung them all on a plane. I love planes, so it was brilliant. It was good fun to do. Except at the end of it, because we're sort of standing outside on a runway at 2 o'clock in the morning. It's like -2, and we're like freezing our tits off. And it's like, it was good.
I guess with a title like Vegas, you were probably hoping that, you know, you were going to be
gonna
booked
get
to go to Vegas. Where did you actually do that?
Southend.
Ah. Hasn't really got the same ring, really, is it? Southend. Nothing against Southend. Had many a holiday there. Talking of Elvis.
Lots against Southend, I think.
Let's talk about Elvis's, because Mickey, I know you've got an interesting Elvis story, haven't you? Because you've been to Graceland.
I went to Graceland, and I must admit, I went in as a cynic, and I was in tears when I was in there, because when you see him when he was young, he was great dynamic personality he had. And well worth a visit.
Yeah, I was always a big fan of the Mexican Elvis,
Yeah.
who lives in Gracias Lands. What did you think of the track? Did that move you?
Great track. I'm a sucker for women playing Gretsch guitars. Great guitar, and great guitar hooks as well. Great video, funny video. I'm not just in this because I sit next to it either. And I love the ending, happy ending. The pilots get together, isn't that lovely?
So you liked it? Thumbs up from Mickey Hutton.
Yeah.
Mr. Sutherland, are you going to spoil it, or did you like that one?
I think the song's pretty good. I think you should write a song called Southend, and then maybe they'll send you to Vegas. You know, I don't really see the point in doing a video for a song called Vegas in Southend. I think it's so disappointing. Duran Duran would never have stood for it, never. And you should learn those lessons. You see, go big time. Never seen the movie Honeymoon in Vegas, I presume, with all the Elvis impersonators. But what was the real Elvis like amongst that lot? Was he all right?
It was great.
Is he still fat and burgery?
Yeah, that's his best period, I think.
Fat and burgery.
Vegas Elvis is the best.
Good song. I'm not too keen on the video.
Okay, all right. Miss Davis, what about you? Don't
I
get your feet tapping?
Yes, I think it's a jolly pop song indeed. Yeah, no, I like the track. Also, anything that's to do with Elvis Presley or Pee Wee Herman basically gets a thumbs up from me anyway. I think it's a bit curious because I really liked the video. I liked all the sort of, you know, the play acting and things. But I'm always sort of curious about with bands is why you do all that and then you have a bit of the band actually playing the song. And I sometimes wonder if that's, I mean, is that because bands like the authenticity of it, or, you know, I don't know why.
Louise?
I think it's a bit of contrast, really. Like you put yourself doing like, play acting, whatever you want to call it, and then you've got the band as we are. It's just the contrast between the two.
Okay, all right. Let's have a look at our next video, shall we? From New Jersey, this is Dog Eat Dog. Dog Eat Dog and their new single, Who's the King? Now there's a few Kings on there, Steve, that I think they missed out. Where was Mark King from Level 42? Where was Albert King? Where was Jonathan King?
Absolutely. Where was Jonathan King?
Jason King.
Where was he?
Peter Wingard.
Yeah.
Good shout. Steve, what did you think of that?
Disappointed Jonathan King wasn't in it, obviously. Only place he's not getting at the moment.
I mean, that is, you know, that's money in the bank. We all know that. But I mean, apart from that,
very poor, I thought, actually, very poor. Very cliched. Every inner city cliche known to man. Skateboarding, basketball courts, people shouting, poor people. Poor people seem to be the stock in trade of your inner city video at the moment. Just a weak Beastie Boys video, really. The Beastie Boys do it with style. They have personality. And they do that kitchen sink thing where they take all this different sorts of music and chuck it in. And there, you know, in the middle, they just sort of carve into the Rasta character. So carve a chunk out, put him in there, let him rap, and then carve it back out again. No point in it whatsoever. Wasn't saying anything, and I just thought it was a poor video and a very poor song.
okay, so massive thumbs down there from Mr. Sutherland. Louise, what about for you?
Well, I agree with Steve, actually. I mean, I think those kind of videos, they seem like a bit generic. They kind of have a lot of guys on street corners looking tough, and that's about it. It didn't do very much for me. I thought it was not very good.
Okay, Mickey, did that go flying over your head?
If only Jason King had written it and directed it, it might have been really good.
Been some wonderful suits in there, some wonderful collars as well,
The,
big ties.
The bit in where
nice hair as
the
well.
Rasta guy. Now, in the Nicholas Lyndhurst sitcom at the moment, Good Night Sweetheart, every time he goes back to the 40s, it goes sepia. And that's what happened then. Every time the Rasta guy came on, it went sepia, and I thought Nicholas Lyndhurst's going to arrive in a minute. And he should have, and it would have made it much better. No, it was dreadful.
Okay, and Laura Lee, for you finally? Dog Eat
did,
Dog?
yeah,
Now, I know
I
you
was-
probably like the Adamant connection.
Yeah,
Big
exactly.
Adamant fan.
I was with him on
Out,
Saturday.
out, truth
I
out.
was with him on Saturday.
Were you?
We had a bit of a drink in Dublin.
Did you?
Yeah.
He's a cool bloke.
Can you guys talk about this
Yeah, okay,
afterwards?
sorry.
The video, please.
Yeah, Chloe, should we get back to Peter Wingard? That's what you want to do, isn't it, Gary? It did make me, to be honest, I'm a bit hungover, and it made me feel a bit ill at the end. I mean, there was 3 different songs going on in there, and like you say, like, you know, throw everything into the video, try and get all the sort of cool images in, and I just sort of looked like a Lucasade advert, really.
All right, okay, so massive thumbs down. Let's see what you make of the Aphex Twin, their new single. Check this out. Because I've forgotten the title. The Aphex twin there with his cure for asthma. Lee Davis from Time Out magazine. What did you make of that?
I don't know. I suppose asthmatics in rock is a new area that no one's really sort of tried out yet. Maybe a new, maybe an NME cover in it or something like that. But no, I mean, like, at best, the still of it could have been maybe an outtake from a Massive Attack video, and apart from that, it was really dull, and it kind of proves that sort of thing is for albums. It's not for singles, and I think maybe that video is him trying to tell his record company that, basically.
To maybe be appreciated at the right time of day or night, as the case may
I
be.
don't think you need to. It's much better if you just close your eyes and make your own video up, really.
Okay, all right, Mickey, Hutton, what did you think of that?
Shite.
Right, that's what I like. A man who says what he thinks. Can you just elaborate a tad for me on that?
What was
A
it?
bag of shite.
What was it? Does this guy think, oh, this'll be a stellar? We'll stick this one out. This'll get those pop kids going crazy. We'll challenge take that. Why?
I don't think it's meant for the breakfast show, though, do you? I don't think...
But why? Why do that?
Okay.
It is a single, I take it.
Yes.
What is the point of releasing a single like that isn't going to sell at all to anyone? I mean, fair enough, on an album, if you put an album on, it's late at night, you could possibly get into it, but...
All right, lots of questions from Mickey there. Why? Who knows? Maybe we'll get Richard James on the programme and he can answer them. Louise, did that touch you in any way?
I thought it was brilliant. Yeah, I mean, it's really poppy. It's got great hooks, excellent chorus and
Great
stuff.
guitars.
Great guitars. No, it just sends me to sleep. Really, I thought it was just style over content, only no style as well. Really.
All right, Mr. Sutherland.
Just
You
woken
put them
up,
now in the
Gary.
coffee.
Just woken up, mate. Very enjoyable. Well, I guess there was a storyline as such, wasn't there? Somebody was trapped in a lift and they were having an asthma attack, and we did see once a fist banging on the lift door, and we did see all these kind of grids and things, and that kind of, I guess it represented this heavy breathing thing, and there was a little bit of Bohemian Rhapsody in there, which is good, like little heads all in, all whizzing around. Absolutely marvellous, I thought, actually, absolutely marvellous. Obviously the way future music should go, because we can all do it. I mean, I've got air conditioning at home that can do that, and it's brilliant, so we can all tape it up and come on your show and put singles out, and it's absolutely brilliant. It's the new punk rock.
The
without a
door's
shadow of a
always
doubt.
open. And
Absolutely
on that high, thanks to all of you for coming by and sharing your thoughts for us this week. On the other side of the break, in part 3, I take a look at some of the week's album releases, and there's more music from a couple of rather special guests.